Good morning. It's time for exercise group. This exercise group is our slow, mindful movement for flexibility and mobility. Everybody needs a chair. Find your chair, and we'll start in a seat. I'm sitting at the edge of my chair, meaning my back is up and away from my chair. From here, we're going to start with our deep breaths in through our nose, like we're smelling good flowers, out through our mouth, like we're blowing on hot food or blowing on candles to put them out. Let's put one hand on our chest, one hand on our belly. Breathe in through our nose. Fill up our belly. Breathe out through our mouth. Our belly gets smaller. Breathe in and out. You can let your eyes close as you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. 2 more times. Slowing down. Now we're going to start to warm up our arms, our upper body, and our back. We're going to start with something that in yoga is called eagle arms. That means we're going to take our arms out in front of us, put our left arm under our right, and give ourselves a big hug. As we breathe in, we'll lift our elbows up. And as we breathe out, we let our elbows come back down. Elbows up. Breathing in, lift as high as you can and lower down. Blow it out. In. Last time. We're going to switch sides. So now our right arm will come under our left. Give ourselves a big hug. And we'll lift up as we breathe in and out. Arms down. Lift up those elbows as high as you can. Last time. Shake those arms out. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we went in front, opened up the back side of our shoulders. Now we're going to work the back of our body, open up the front of our shoulders. We're going to do cactus arms. Bring our arms up and out like the letter U, like a field goal in football. Fingertips pointing up. Squeeze our elbows back. Open our chest and shoulders. And then fingertips up. Option to look up. Pull elbows down and back. Hold it like a cactus. We'll go up, down, and back. Find those cactus arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. We are sitting up so tall, like the top of our head is being pulled up towards the ceiling of the room. I breathe in. As I reach up, I breathe out. As I pull down and in. Last time. Now we're going to do some reaching behind our back to work on our shoulder mobility. That's going to look like taking our left hand behind our back and trying to touch our right hip pocket. Look, my fingertips are trying to go into my pocket of my pants on the other side. Hold it for a breath. Out. Reach arms out and switch sides. Now my right hand goes behind my back. It reaches around for my hip pocket. Hold it for a breath. Out and switch. Behind our back like this. Reaching for our hip pocket. In yoga, doing this with our arms is called a half bind. We're binding our arms to our body. Switching sides, taking a breath so we can pause in our movement. One more time each side. Now, the deep breathing might make you yawn like me. That's normal. Our breathing has gone back to normal, but we're still breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. We're going to switch to some sun salutations. It's like we're greeting the sun up in the sky. It's going to help us work on slowing down and working on our lower body and back mobility and flexibility. So from sitting or standing, some of you might stand, we're going to reach our arms up to the sky, reaching towards where the sun would be, and then we're going to fall down, reaching towards our feet, letting our head hang low. We half lift, hands on our shins, lifting up, nice flat back, lifting up, and we go all the way down, come back up to the top, and bring our hands to our heart center, the middle of our body. Let's do that again. We're going to reach up, breathe in, all the way down, breathe out. Half lift, breathe in, all the way down, breathe out. All the way up, breathing in, to the middle, breathe out. And again. All the way down, half lift, all the way down, breathe out. All the way up, hands to heart center. One more time. All the way up, reach up for the sun, all the way down. Reach down to the ground. Half lift, flat back, down to the ground. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale down to heart center. Let's add on to those sun salutations. So we're going to add in some warrior poses. And warrior poses are a type of lunge or split stance that helps us work on our balance and our stability, whether we're in sitting, like I'll show you first, or standing, like I'll show you later. So we're going to start the same way we just did with our sun salutation. Reach up and down. Half lift, all the way down to the ground. This time, as we sit up, we're making sure we're at the edge of our chair. We're going to take our left leg out, turn our body to point over that left leg. Right leg kicks out as long as we can get it. That might look like here for some of us. Some of us might be able to reach long, like we're in a lunge. Here's our seated warrior 2. Once we're here, we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Left leg pointing to the side, body over that left leg. Good. Come back to the middle, and we'll do our warrior 2 to the other side. Start by reaching up to the sky, down to the ground, half lift, down to the ground, sitting up, warrior 2, right leg comes out, pointing to the side of our chair, body turns over leg, and then my other leg goes as far away as it can get. That might be here. That might be long leg, toes pointing forward. I'm going to hold my warrior 2 for 3 breaths. Good. We're coming back to the middle. This time I want to show us how to do those moves in standing. So if you'd like to or want to stand up, now's the time. Feet rooted down in the ground. We're going to do the same sun salutation, reaching up to the sky, down to the ground, half lift, flat back, down to the ground. Now as we come up, we take a long step back with one foot, other foot stays pointing forward. So from the side, I look just like I did in my chair. Now I have my arms out. I'm reaching over my front leg, fingers pointing out. So you might be standing, or you might have found your warrior 2 and sitting. Whichever one you're at, we're going to do a reverse warrior. So first, reach forward over that front leg. And now reverse, reaching over like I'm a little teapot, reaching down our leg. So in sitting, same thing. And now we're going to go extended side angle. We come forward, elbow on knee, and we reach over our front leg. So I look the same sitting or standing. That's how simple it is. I'm standing, I'm sitting. Come back to the middle. Check in with our breathing, in through our nose, out through our mouth. And we're going to go to the other side. So standing or sitting, reach up to the sky, down to the ground, half lift, flat back, down to the ground. And now we'll find our warrior 2 in the other direction. So front leg, toes pointing forward, back leg, toes pointing out, arms out. If I'm sitting, same thing. We're going to reverse our warrior, reach forward and scrape the sky, leaning back, reaching down our back leg. I'm a little teapot. And let's go extended side angle. So sitting or standing, front elbow on front leg. And now we reach over the front side, rotating chest out, eyes out. You can see everybody else in front of you in the room. And come back to the middle. We're going to do one more time through each of those, and then we're going to add a balance move on to the end of it. So sitting or standing, sun salutation, up to the sky, breathe in, down to the ground, breathe out. Half lift, breathe in, down to the ground, breathe out. Warrior 2, big, long distance between our legs. either standing, front toes pointing forward, back toes pointing out, or sitting. Arms out. Let's reverse it. Reach forward. Scrape the sky with our fingers as we reach back. And come forward, extended side angle. Elbow on knee. Hand reaches back around, reaching to the front of the room. Open our chest. Now we're going to add our warrior 3, our balance move. So for those of you who are sitting, we're going to bring our chest all the way to the front, reach our hands out, almost like we're going to fly through the sky like Superman. For those of us who are standing, you might want to hold on to your chair as we start to float our back leg and reach our hands forward like we're going to fly through the sky. Wherever you are, you're going to end up arms floating by your ears, eyes looking at the ground. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Come back to the middle. Let's finish the other side. Arms up, reach the sky, down to the ground. Half lift, down to the ground. Other side for warrior 2. Sitting or standing. Reaching wide. Now let's go reverse. Reach forward, scrape our fingers across the ceiling. Reaching back down our leg. And let's go forward, extended side angle, elbow on front knee. Now bring that arm back around, reach to the front of the room. Standing or sitting. And now let's do our warrior 3. If we're sitting, turn our body over our front leg. Both arms floating by our ears. Reach forward. If we're standing, we're going to turn, start to float that front leg. Reaching those arms out. Maybe holding on to that chair. Holding this warrior 3 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Set our feet back down and come back. We need one more chance to practice that balance so that we can get stronger and more stable and better balance for our work sites and for the fun things that we like to do. So one more time through everything on each side. We're going to reach up to the sky, down to the ground, half lift, down to the ground. Warrior 2, 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind, arms reaching out wide, reach forward and reverse it. Scrape the ceiling, scrape, reach back. Head to the front, elbow down, scrape the ceiling, reach forward, chest open. Sitting or standing, rotate over that front leg. Warrior 3, float those arms, and then standing, float that leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Option to put hand down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Set it down. Come back to the middle. Let's finish the other side. Up to the sky, down to the ground, half lift, down to the ground. Warrior 2, 1 leg wide, knee pointing out, other leg long. Let's reverse it. Reach forward, scrape the ceiling. And bring it forward, elbow on knee. Extended side angle. Sitting or standing. And now, whichever one we're at, turn over that front leg. Elbows floating by ears. Reaching forward. If we're standing, float that front or float that back leg. Reaching forward, hand on a chair if we need. Hold our warrior 3 for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that foot down and done. Whew. If your body feels a little tired, that makes sense. It's hard to hold some of those positions. They're new positions to us, which is why we've got to practice. We're going to wrap up this mindful movement, flexibility, mobility, and some yoga poses that we were looking to slow down for. We're going to wrap it up with a seated child's pose. That means all of us are going to take our chair into our table. But notice, I have room for a beach ball between my chair and my belly. I have room between my table and my belly. Room for a beach ball. So I can put my hands down on my table, palms down. My feet are wide, and I can drop my head towards the floor. I'm focusing on my breathing here, breathing in through my nose, smelling the flowers, blowing out through my mouth, cooling down the hot food, or blowing out the candles. Stay here for just a little longer. Done. We're going to close our exercise group today with one final deep breath because we've done so many today. So sit up nice and tall. Let's take our arms up overhead. Fill that belly. Now blow it out as hard as you can. Thank you for doing exercise group with me today. Have a great day.